I am so excited to bring up this performer for you. You guys are in for a treat and a treasure. Put your hands together for Cornell Reid.
What's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? Hell yeah. Thank you guys for coming out. It's so great to be back in Humboldt County. I can't tell you how nice it is to be back here. I was born and raised right here. Such a great place. Yeah. So great to be back. Like so many of us that grew up here, I wound up right back. It's a cool place though up here, you know, I love it. It's a small, liberal place here in Arcata, you know, full of artistic expression. Deep connections with nature. Basically, everyone's growing weed, is what I'm saying. Everyone's growing weed. Everyone grows weed and plays the mandolin. That's what it's like around here. Every farmer's market, there's a 38-piece band. Half of them are playing the mandolin. The other half are playing bongs like didgeridoos. That's what Humboldt County is like. I love it up here. Being raised up here was the fucking best. Yeah. It was like utopia as a kid. It was amazing to be raised up here. But it did mess me up just a little bit. Like, for instance, for me, growing up, I thought only white dudes had dreads. That was all I saw, you know what I mean? I remember the first time I went to a big city, I saw a black guy with dreads. I was like, oh, black guys are doing this too now? Okay. Kind of biting our style, bro. Hey, where's the Birkenstocks at, you fucking poser? Do you even have a hacky sack? Wait a second. You don't even seem like you're on hallucinogens, dude. Cut them off. Dreads are our thing. That's our thing. Well, yeah, you know, I grew up, my name was Cornell growing up, and it still is today. Pretty unique name, not the widest name in the world. Only two other Cornells I've ever heard of. Cornell West and Nelly. Those are the only other two Cornells I've ever heard of. So, you know, one's a super progressive political activist, like a hero, an American hero. And the other one's Cornell West. But growing up, everyone shortened it to Corey, which is the whitest name in the world. I felt weird. I don't think you could be Jewish and named Corey. It's too white of a name. It's more of a Jehovah's Witness type of name. It's really... I stand out front of the library with pamphlets for nobody. Take that, Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, so growing up with a unique name was, you know, would be weird for a lot of people, but it's not weird up in Humboldt. Everyone I grew up with had weird names. You know, you give weed growers and spiritual white people the right to name their kids, they're gonna take a few artistic liberties. Gonna stretch the imagination when it comes to picking a name, you know? Like growing up, I grew up with kids named Bhakti, a kid named Shanti, a kid named Sunshine, a kid named Bubba Kush OG, and one kid named Grateful Dead live at the Avalon Ballroom, September 6, 1972. Yeah. Yeah, oh, you guys know him. Yeah. Yeah, he was cool. Homecoming King, actually. Yeah. He was dating the head cheerleader. Her name was Turpie. Turpie Dab Lounge. That was her name, yeah. Turpie Live Resin Dab Lounge. She was cool, too. Yeah, they got married and had kids, you know. But I don't know their kids' names. They're pretty private people. So, but the big difference between Humboldt now and Humboldt then is Humboldt then, weed was lucrative. Not so much up here anymore. Weed is cheap as shit now. It's crazy. It's crazy up here. Weed is so cheap. It used to be the weed capital of the world. Now, I went to the supermarket the other day. A gallon of milk cost 3 pounds of Durban poison. People are just taking their weed and throwing it on the floor of their bird cages now. Just like, let them shit all over it. Who cares? We'll still turn it into dabs later. They don't know. Who cares? But now that weed is legal, me and my drum circle are thinking about trying it. We don't want it to take us out of the rhythm, but we'll give it a shot. I do have it's not just a drum circle that I have. It's a half drum circle, half MMA gym. So come check us out. If you lose the rhythm tapping on the bongo, you get tapped out. That's how it works. Last week I lost the rhythm. They put me in a rear naked choke. I like the way I deliver that. Rear naked choke. If you're wondering when to laugh, if I lean forward like that, just go crazy. Just fucking lose your minds. Rear naked choke. It's like building me in a wave. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know. Being legalized has been, has its ups and downs too. But one thing that's been happening is that they've been able to do a lot more studies on it in California, and they've been able to find out some good stuff, but bad too. Like, for instance, I saw this bad report. It was pretty upsetting to me. I guess that since weed has been legalized in California, imaginary heart attacks have gone up 3,000%. Pretty scary. I guess all these people who smoked weed in the 70s are like, yeah, I smoked some Downtown Brown at a Crosby, Stills and Nash concert. I can eat this nerd rope edible and go to court. Should be fine. What's that, 3,000 milligrams? Yeah, that seems about right. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not smoking too much weed anymore. Just the nerd ropes. I ate 5 right before I came out tonight. This looks like one long nerd rope to me right now. And my mouth is a watering. No, I'm trying to be healthier now. Anyone else? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we're getting sicker. That's tight. I appreciate that. I've been trying to drink a morning smoothie every morning. That's when you drink a morning smoothie. I've been drinking a morning smoothie every afternoon. I got a recipe I'll give you guys since I'm here. And, I see some unhealthy people in the audience. So feel free to write this down. I like to get some blueberries, throw them in there for, antioxidants and stuff like that. I get some spinach. That's really good for greens. Kind of the most important color to eat, actually. Bananas, I get some potassium in there. 32 ounces of Code Red Mountain Dew. Yeah, Code Red's the second most important color. It's got to be coded. Code Red. Make sure it's code red. Other Mountain Dews don't work. And a couple of Jewel pods. You just blend it up, and bam, you're right as rain, ready to take on the day. Been hitting the gym a lot too. Hitting my friend Jim. He sucks. That's going good. That one was for me. Thank you. Yeah, that's not for you, Jim. Fuck you. There's some Jim back there. Oh, take me to a hospital. Why does he keep hitting me? And why is he still my friend? We go into the gym a lot. I do. It's kind of embarrassing though, because every time I go to the gym, I'm one of those guys that grunts a lot. You know, no one likes the grunting guy at the gym, but that's what I do. I'm always grunting at the gym. Not when I'm lifting weights though. Just when I'm cranking it in the showers. Anybody else? I love my time at the gym. You cannot get me out of there. I'm a gym rat. Pass the condish. Well, you know, I take care of my body. I also got to take care of my mind. Yeah. Thank you. You tell. I'm fucking sharp. I don't know why that's funny to you guys. Maybe a smarter man could tell. Taking care of my mind. I learn something new every fucking day. It's true. Just today I learned what the term, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. Just learned what that term means. It means, you know, it doesn't matter how big your dick is, it's how you use it, which is pretty cool. I mean, for me, I always thought it meant it doesn't matter how big your dick is. We're abandoned at sea right now. Maybe put your dick away and help row, buddy. I'll look at it later, I swear to God. Now is not the time. I'm also doing some social work lately, trying to make a difference in our world. And in the universe, too. I don't know, sure. That's why I'm a men's rights activist. Thought I noticed some weak males in the crowd, so please hit me up after the show. Happy to give you some advice. We've had it too hard for too long, you know? Not our dicks, they flaccid, but we've had... I'm tired of us cis straight men getting the short end of the stick because our penises are flaccid. Just because we have limp dicks and come too fast, we're bad? So I'm trying to have us men, you know, take a step up. I'm turning all the men in my men's rights group from two-pump chumps into two-pump champs. That's what we're doing. Still two pumps, but they feel good about it now, so. Fellas, if your partner comes before you do, you're a fucking coward, all right? I hate to be the one to tell you that, but it's true. I don't have time for that. I got Impractical Jokers to watch, okay? I got a Western bacon cheeseburger, a can of Monster Energy drink, and Impractical Jokers to watch. And when it comes to that show, I laugh right on time every time, okay? Nothing premature about that. A fun thing to do, though, after you have sex, this is a good little tip if you want to spice things up in the bedroom. A fun thing to do is right when you finish having sex, you roll over and you go, "So that just happened." You hold it as long as you can. So that just happened. And, they go to the bathroom or whatever, and you come back, and you're like, wild, right? Woo! Sometimes you go on dates. I have a girlfriend now. Sometimes you go on dates, and it doesn't go well. It doesn't lead to the sex. That's bad. You didn't score. So I came up with something. If you're ever on a date that's not going well and you want to get out of it, here's what you do. I have a fail-proof plan. It works every time. You go to the bathroom, and then you walk out of the bathroom like this. Works every time. They're like, what the fuck was he doing in there? Is he eating ribs? What is going on? Why did he walk out of the bathroom like that? When I was single, I did the apps. Anyone on the apps out here? Wow. Yeah, fucking right. You cowards. We know who you are, really. We're all, you guys, I've seen every single one of you. A lot of left swipes over in the crowd. Just kidding, you guys are beautiful. I just swipe left because I'm in a relationship. I'm just in it to hurt you. When I was single on the apps, every woman I came across in their profile always had the same thing written. They would say, I'm looking for a man who's in therapy. I'm looking for a man who's working on himself. She's like, really? Is that what you're looking for? You know who's a man in therapy? The Joker. Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker. Is that what you're looking for in a future partner? I don't think so. You know who's not in therapy? Ryan Gosling from The Notebook. So maybe pull out your phones after the show, all you people who aren't on the apps, and edit that profile. Yeah, when I was single, my therapist told me a thing I should do is I was striking out left and right. I know you guys can't believe that by looking at me. But yeah, I'll be vulnerable with you guys. There have been periods in my life where I wasn't constantly fucking. And I know that hurts for you to hear. But comedy comes from my sadness. So I wanted to share that with you guys in the hopes that it would bring us all closer. Ow. I brought the mic too close to my teeth as I did that. Looks like someone's not getting laid tonight. For that mic thing. That would be weird. Yeah, when I was going through that rough patch, please don't make me relive that again with you guys. My therapist told me what I should do is I should take myself out on a date. You ever heard of that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd woo that. Ooh, a lonely night by myself, yeah. I don't know, it didn't sound good, just learning how boring I am. I decided to give it a shot, I don't know. Why not? Couldn't hurt, So I decided I'd take myself out for dinner and a movie. That was my plan. Movie first, then dinner later. Kind of a weird order, but fuck it. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Don't judge me. I'm taking me out on a date. I know what I like. So I got in the shower to get ready. I took way too long in the shower. Now I'm missing the previews. That's my favorite part. Whatever. You know, I'm pissed, but I don't say anything. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I don't. They just started. I'm not going to get into it right now, you know? Get to the movie, sit down, not really saying anything. I know something's wrong. I mean, I haven't even touched my popcorn, and I love popcorn, you know? Whatever, I watch the movie, I go to dinner, I see myself checking out the waitress. It's like, hello? What'd I take such a long shower for? So I can just spend my whole time looking at her? Come on, get real. So then I leave after dinner, I'm driving home, I get cut off in traffic, and I just fucking lose it on myself. I've had too much. I tell myself everything I hate about me. I get home, I punch a hole through the bathroom door. This date night's a fucking disaster. I climb into bed and I'm like, well, at least I can try and salvage this night by having a little sex, you know? So I turn over and guess what? I already put my sleep apnea mask on. So that's what I learned about myself. Thanks, therapist. He's fired. I killed my therapist for that. Now that's some Joaquin Phoenix the Joker action. Yeah, it was a dark time. And whenever I go through a dark time, you know, I do what I always do. I hop on my motorcycle and go for a ride down the coast. Just to clear my head, you know? Just hop on my hog. There's nothing like the feeling of your hog in between your legs, you know? I'm a big hog cranker. Just crank my hog up and down the coast. Just to clear my head, you know? Helps me blow off some steam. And as a hog cranker, the guy who loves his bike, I got one of the shirts. You know what I'm talking about. The shirt that every guy who's on a motorcycle has to have. It says, if you can read this, the bitch fell off. It was fucking cool. It was really cool. Really cool shirts. Didn't work so well when I was single, you know? Didn't make sense. If there's no bitch to hop on, then she can never fall off, you know? I needed another shirt that said like, don't worry, never a bitch on here anyway. Totally fine, but if you're interested, maybe when I'm done writing, it'd be a long shirt. Hit me up and you can be the bitch. And hold on tight, it's dangerous, I hear. Now, my girlfriend won't hop on the hog with me, so I did get a shirt that said, if you can read this, don't worry, the bitch never hopped on in the first place. She's at home watching Vanderpump Rules, so I hope she's having a good day. Bye, see you later. This is me, the guy riding the motorcycle. I'm talking from the back of my shirt. You could have just asked me the question. It's a giant shirt. So yeah, I had the shirt, didn't make a lot of sense, and so I figured out a little hack, and what I decided to do is I took that shirt and I put it over my motorcycle seat. So that way, when I get in my inevitable motorcycle accident, and I'm laying on the pavement bleeding from the head or whatever, as the EMTs run up, I can point at the motorcycle seat and then point at myself and go, I'm the bitch! It's me, the bitch, and I fell off! Please help the bitch! This bitch doesn't have insurance! But yeah, I don't know. That's just me. Life's been hard for me. Just trying to work with what I got, you know. I pee sitting down and I poop standing up. So just makes things difficult. I am not the only one who has it hard. No one has it as hard as me pooping standing up, though. That is the worst. They don't make a urinal for me, you know? My calves are disgusting. That's why I'm always in the shower at the gym. I gotta wash the shit off the back of my legs. And while I'm there, might as well crank off, you know? That's a beautiful picture. I just made it for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you expected more from me. But I'm not the only one who has it hard. You know, there's like a lot of discrimination out there. You know, like there's still people out there, like Mike Pence is one of them. He's another poop standing up guy. I hate his politics, but I love his poop style. It's so weird to have such a connection with someone you dislike so much. Mike Pence actually believes that you can electrocute the gay out of people. Which is true, actually. To be fair, I had a gay friend. He was as gay as they come, you know. He was really, really gay, and then one day he wore socks on carpet, shuffled his feet a little too much, zap. Became a certified poon hound after that. That guy grew up to be George Clooney. Sad. It was sad. The gays gotta stay away from electricity. If you wanna stay gay, please go to Amish country. It's the only way to protect your gay. I have a daughter. I kind of wanted her to be a lesbian. I'm still working on it. Got a big poster of Cindy Crawford in her room. You don't touch that! That stays there! I don't know why Cindy Crawford was the first celebrity that came to mind. Who's that old lady? You shut up! She's beautiful! Or she was, anyway. I don't know what she looks like now. I haven't seen her in a long time. But you liking girls yet? No, I don't really care what her sexuality is. I just care that she doesn't date anybody, you know? You know, those types of fathers, that's me. No one's dating my daughter. Because I'm her protector. She's just a little innocent, little tiny, little itty bitty baby, little lamb, and I'm her fucking lion. I'm a big, strong lion, like one of those Rasta lions, because I am from Humboldt, but I'm still like strong and fierce, and I got a red, black, and green beads in my mane. No one's dating my daughter. Just casual sex for her, all right? Because that's what she needs. I'm her lion, that's what I say. If she brings a man home, he better be Pauly, am I right? He better be polyamorous. She brings, hi, this is my boyfriend. I'm like, okay, and where are the rest of them? Do you guys think anyone in a polyamorous relationship ever was somewhere and they looked at a white guy and went, Polly want a cracker? Because they should. Because they should. That would be real cool. Polly want a cracker. Oh my God. That felt creepy to say that. I need to take a shower after that. Yeah, but discrimination is real, man. It's everywhere. It's crazy. You see some fucked up shit out there, even still in 2023. You know? I mean, I saw something I couldn't believe. It shocked me. It was a sign I saw that they just had up in a public place. It was actually really fucked up. It pissed me off. I couldn't believe that they had this sign up. It was at a public pool, and they had this sign that says, "You cannot swim in the pool if you have or have had active diarrhea in the past 14 days. How fucked up is that? Let them take a dip, man. Can any of us say with confidence we haven't had diarrhea in 14 days? Are any of you able to do that math? No, you are not. 14? What am I, a superhero? I gotta cool this thing off, man. Let me in there. It's fucked up. 14 days. Are you kidding me? Do I have a chart? That's why I'm starting my own pool. Diarrhea only. If you don't have diarrhea, get the fuck out of here. Don't dunk your head, though. Don't your head above water. Keep the head up in this pool, please. Yeah, it's just one of my many business ventures. Diarrhea pool is just one. You think that's good? Buckle up. I got a bunch more. Shark Tank, watch out. My other business idea. I know everyone loves truck nuts. Hilarious. Put them on the back of your truck, the little ball sack that dangles off. A great way to let everyone know you're cool. Every time I see a truck nut, I go, I want to talk to that guy. Ooh, a fellow intellectual like myself. He knows his anatomy. But, there's a lot more genitalia out there that's not represented. That's why I think I'm making truck clits. Thank you. Yes. Looking out for the ladies. This is the little ball you put underneath your hood. Guess what? Most men won't even know it's there. No, I'm joking. We know where it is. We all know where it is. You go down to the butthole, you make a left. We know where the clit is. My other business idea, they have this thing in LA which is pretty crazy. It's all over. There's these vans that are parked that are advertising a business called Topless Cleaners. Yeah, I don't understand how that works at all. I don't know why. It's been around for years. through the pandemic. It's pandemic-proof business plan, evidently. I don't understand how it works or why that's a good business plan. Just like, oh, wow, someone ate their Hungry Man dinners all week, huh? Let's get to work, you know. It's very strange, but it works. And if it works, it works. And that's why I have my own business plan, Bottomless Movers. It's a bunch of men show up in T-shirts and New Balances, and that's it. Maybe a knee brace. Maybe a knee brace. Just a bunch of stout men getting their dicks caught in your dresser, like, where do you want it? Please let me put this down. Please. I do like dogs. Any dog owners here? Dogs are the best. I do like dogs, but I do get pissed off at dog owners sometimes, especially when dog owners refuse to pick up their dog's pee. Pick it up. Pick it up. Get down there, get a straw, and pick it up. I'm tired of seeing dog pee all over the place. I also like when dog owners, they're just like, they like to leave the radio on for their dogs when they leave the house. Like, well, my dog gets a little uncomfortable when no one's around, so I put the radio on to make him feel more cozy. Make him feel more relaxed. Like your dog sitting at home like, oh shit, Power 96.3, hell yeah. All right. Oh, Camila Cabela's Havana? Ow! I hope my owners never come home. I'm having the time of my life. But it's weird, like, you know, dogs are pretty important in human history. Like, they've done some wild shit. Like dogs, like the first thing we shot into space was a dog. You know? That's before humans, we shot a dog into space. That had to be a bad dog, right? No one's shooting their good dog into space. You know, the rest is like, well, we built this spaceship, what now? Some guy comes running up, please take it! He just won't stop humping me in bed! Shoot him up! Shoot him up into space! And then they shot it into space and it died. Don't worry, it was a bad dog. No, bad dog. That's what they're saying as they take off. 3, 2, 1. Bad dog, bad dog. No. You die in space. No. Rub your nose in space. I don't know. Yeah, death is scary though. Death can be scary. I don't know. I think dying is scary. Being dead seems chill. The dying part, that seems really scary, you know? I don't want to do that. If there's a way I could skip that part, great. Like they say, you know, when you die that your whole life flashes before your eyes. Come on, man. Don't make me relive this whole thing. I don't need to see every game of Yahtzee I've ever played on my phone before, you know? Just me watching the Domino's pizza tracker, just like, oh, that's when Eduardo put it in the oven. I remember that. That was pretty cool. Whoa, I made the tracker look like a guitar this time. I was really on one that night, you know? I don't need to see the whole thing all over again. Just give me one funny bumper sticker and I'm out of here, you know? Like, oh, wow, your other car is a broomstick? All right, I'm out of here. This is fun. Yeah, man, humans are crazy. Take me to hell. You know, I don't know about heaven and hell. I really, who knows? You know, who fucking knows? Now, the Corey in me, the Jehovah's Witness, is like, I do. But the Cornell in me, the Rastafari inside, actually doesn't know what they believe in after the afterlife, so just confused. I really don't believe when people say that they almost died and started going to heaven and then came back. I don't believe any of those experiences. Not one. You know, they're just like, oh, you know, 1 second I was here, then the next second I saw this glorious light, and I saw my grandma and that dog I shot into space, and they're like, it's not your time yet, and then I was back. Like, that's all bullshit. Because if that was true, then surely by now we would have heard at least one story of someone almost dying and starting to go to hell. And we have not heard that story once. It's like, yeah, 1 second I was on the operating table, next thing you know, I'm going down, like way down, and it was really, really hot. And all of a sudden I had to shit really bad, but it was like I just left the coffee shop I was just at, and now I'm in the middle of driving home, even though I could have shit there. I don't know why I thought I could make it home. I clearly had to shit then, but I'm not gonna go back inside the coffee shop. I was there, you know? It would look weird to walk back inside, and there's probably a line anyway. Oh God, please let me make it home. And then I came back, so, so, you know, I guess I better turn things around. I better start praying to the Lord, you know. I'm into music. Anybody else? That was all I had on my dating profile when I was single. I'm into music. There's just a picture of me like... Just starting to listen to the stuff. It's pretty good. Starting at Tiesto and just working my way out from there. I like EDM. I do, but I do hate the drop, if I'm being honest. I just want it to keep building and building and building until my head explodes. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for from EDM, you know. I like reading too. Any big readers out there? Any bookworms in the crowd? Where are my bookworms at? All right, you're not healthy, you're not reading. What are you guys doing? This is truly a humble crowd. Graphic novels counts as reading, all right? Look, I don't care what you read. I'm the same way. I don't judge books by their cover. I judge books by their thickness, you know? If it's over an inch thick, it better have some pictures in it. That's what I say. That's what I say. Big sports guy, too. I don't know. I feel like a lot of my parents' generation, they don't like sports because you know, they're just kind of turned off by all the performance-enhancing drugs in sports. You know, they're always talking about how it ruins the purity of the game or whatever. But I don't know if the game was ever all that pure, to be honest with you. I feel like Babe Ruth was probably drunk the whole time. And I think he probably would have done steroids if he could have. They just didn't have the technology back then. A performance-enhancing drug for Babe Ruth was eating a whole ham before the game. That's what he did. He always had ham on him. One time he was getting ready to steal third and a ham bone fell out of his pants. It was a huge controversy. You guys don't remember this? They went and they immediately went and tested his hands. Sure enough, brown sugar glaze all over him. It's almost banned for life. I watch TV quite a bit too, and I like to watch nature documentaries a lot. But I do think they don't show us humans enough respect, you know? They're always getting on our case because we, did climate change or whatever. Get over it. They're always like, oh yeah, look at these monkeys. They're like, yeah, cool. But also we're bulldozing their environment, which is like, come on, this is such a fucking downer. Why don't you just give us humans a little shout out? Talk about some of the good things that we've done. Like you're gonna spend 45 minutes showing a bird build a nest, but you're not gonna give us any credit when we, I don't know, build the fucking atom bomb? It's a little more impressive than a nest, don't you think? Oh, let's give Robert J. Oppenheimer a pile of sticks and see if he can recreate a nest. I'm pretty sure he won't be flummoxed by it. You think the birds know theoretical physics, but they're just like, I'd rather chew on worms. No. And here's another thing about birds. I don't like how they throw up in their babies' mouths. There, I said it. There's gotta be a better way to feed their babies. Like, hey, birds, grow some tits, am I right? I would love to see a robin and be like, whoa, check out the double D's on that thing. All right. Wow. Look at the jugs on that crane. Wow, such a small frame, but it still supports them pretty well. Another thing I don't like is I don't like how snakes are only charmed by that one song. The da 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 da. Why is it only that one song? That song's been on top of the snake Billboard charts for like 500 years. Like snakes hear another song, they're like, yeah, I like it, but am I charmed by it? I don't know. I think I'll stay in my basket, actually. Stay in my basket. I also am not a fan of sword swallowers. I don't like them. Every time you see them, they got the handle sticking out of their mouth. They're not swallowing shit. You got the handle sticking out right there. That's not swallowing, okay? That's sword sucking. Which is cool if that's what you do, but come on, call it like it is. You really want to be a sword swallower, put the handle down, am I right? I want to see you put that handle all the way down and give a loud gulp. That's a sword swallower. Anyway, I guess growing up in Humboldt did kind of mess me up. Hey, that's been it for me, guys. Thank you so much for coming out.